He was shot multiple times in the 3300 block of Harrison Avenue. I'm reading from local reports. Police say that he reached for a gun in his waistband, disregarding their commands and putting their lives in danger. From the video that I saw, it's a very thin line. It really is. Part of me feels like they could have waited. Perhaps they could have used some other non-lethal measures. The other part of me believes that I saw him making a gesture on the video, okay? I've only watched it twice. And perhaps, if you doubt it, perhaps I need to go look at it again just to make sure. But from my recollection, it appeared to me that Mr. Gaston did make some type of gesture. Okay, now was that a threatening gesture? I was not on the scene. From my vantage point, like I said, it's a very, very thin line. And again, condolences to the family members and everybody involved. Very, very sad. And his child, 4 years old, very, very sad. Police said that he had a realistic weapon. It turned out to be an airsoft pellet gun. My question is, do we expect police officers to take a round from a pellet gun to maybe lose an eye or to have some other kind of injury because it's non-lethal? Could a pellet gun ever be lethal? Okay, I don't know the answer to these questions. It's being reported that Black Lives Matter Cincinnati is claiming that his murder is a testament to the double standard that black men face when dealing with police in the United States. They reference to an event that took place in Mount Healthy. I used to live in Mount Healthy on Meredith Drive, right up the street from Rinks. Lived out there for many years. I was hungry on Meredith Drive, okay? We'll talk about that later. I'll put that in my book. Black Lives Matter Cincinnati is being reported is demanding that the officers involved in the shooting death of Mr. Gaston be fired and indicted for murder. I don't think that's going to happen. The police chief has already come out. He said, and again, I think this was a little too early because we need more of an investigation. But again, I guess some things are open and shut. You tell me. He says he believes the officers did the right thing. They did what they had to do. As I understand, Mr. Melvin Murray was killed after he was ejected from a car. And as I understand it, it's being reported that his family says that it was a police chase. And again, I don't believe in high-speed chases. I think it's wrong. The police should not be engaged in high-speed chases unless they know that there's a victim involved and there's a very, very serious crime that is in the process of being committed, right? Other than that, catch them later. Get the license plates and get the guy later. Simple as that. Don't put people's lives in danger. Like, for instance, if I'm driving through the streets of Cincinnati, I don't want to lose my life or somebody I love or care about lose their life because some police officer is chasing some kid or somebody who's under the influence and they're running and scared because they don't want to go to jail, and that's just it. Okay? If they're fleeing, if they're chasing like Jason or Freddy Krueger or the guy from the Saw series of movies, okay, then I can get it. Other than that, no. Even if there's a bank robbery, like if there's a bank robbery and these culprits, the suspects run with the money, let them run with the money, get them later. Don't put people's lives in danger just for money. Because I don't know about you, but my family's life is invaluable. Don't give me $4.5 million saying, oops, I don't want it. I don't want $10 million. I don't want $100 million for my life or somebody who I care about. I'm sure you feel the same way. Now, if somebody murders a police officer or security guard or a bank teller and then they run with the money, okay, that's a little different. That's a little different. But am I wrong? Is it being reported that a family member feels like Mr. Melvin Murray Jr. was bumped rear-end? He was rear-ended. And then it's also been reported, this is coming from the family in separate reports, that the police basically had no care or concern, when the guy was dying on the scene. That's what I'm getting. Are you picking up the same things? You tell me. Corey writes, it's a split-second decision, and I think the harm could have been removed with a single shot. 9 shots, in my opinion, is excessive. Yeah, I don't get it's like a group mentality. I don't know. If you shoot me once, again, adrenaline, I've never been shot before, so I really can't say. But 9 shots and a man is on his knees, that seems to be a bit excessive. But if that is the way police officers are trained, that's the way they're trained. Okay? And I get it. So do you agree with Black Lives Matter Cincinnati? Do you agree with their approach? There's nothing wrong with protesting. As I understand it, it was peaceful. There's nothing wrong with that. They get media. It provokes conversation like what we're having right here on Nathan Ivey Online. I got no problem with it. I got no problem. Now, Bill Maher might say they're the effing idiots. I won't say that. But these are the things that are going on. What I do like is now the family members and Black Lives Matter Cincinnati is absorbing and realizing that this ain't just a black thing. Not saying that they ever did, but that any victim of police brutality, right? If it looks like it's suspicious, it looks like it's suspicious. Now, bad guys are going to do what bad, cops are, the perpetual game of cops and robbers is going to keep turning, okay? We can't stop that. All I'm asking for, and I think most people are asking for, is that the police do everything that they can to try to preserve life. And that's where Black Lives Matter comes from. Just try to preserve their life. You had a man out of Mount Healthy who pointed a fake gun at a police officer. As a black man in Cincinnati, could you imagine me pointing a gun at a police officer? I already know what to expect. Apparently, those officers out of Mount Healthy recognized that it was not a real weapon, and so they didn't use lethal measures. In the case of Mr. Gaston, 27, as soon as he started pulling it, he was out of there. But again, it's a thin line. I mean, do you expect an officer in that situation to wait until he brings the weapon out and brings it up? Okay, now we register as fake. I don't know if I expect that. But fam, thank you for your time this morning. It's been my pleasure to be with you. I'll be back in deafer than ever tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. My website will be operational between now and tomorrow morning. That's the great news. I'm very excited to share that with you. It'll be a place where we can come together, where you can get the archives of the show. And all of my future plans, that will be the portal for it, okay? All the future plans as we move forward, you can find me at nathanivey.com. If we're Facebook friends, you will find out first. You can find me at The Nathan Ivey Show on Facebook. You will find out first. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Nathan Ivey. Listen, take care of yourself. Okay? Have a great Monday, and we'll talk real soon. All right? Take care of yourself, and I'm out.